work in us as we let it, and desire that beautiful thing. You can't describe it in a mind of separation. You can't describe how beautiful that thing is of great adoration. The awe of the living God working through the Son, and the Son letting that kingdom come. What an amazing grace. What a beautiful, beautiful flow of life in time and space. To look upon the beauty of all things as they exist in the mind of God through your own awareness, and to see it everywhere you look. It's a wonderful thing. And just talking in the room earlier, some of the people were saying that they can feel these tremors rising through their body of the coming of the kingdom. And there's also, in the midst of that, what we call, can fresh water and salty water come from the same fountain? This is one of the things from the Gospel of Thomas. Can you have, some of the mucky water from the past that's polluted still run through your temple? Well, you can. But we're looking for the fresh spring water of the purity of that eternal life to flow through us continuously. And, some of the muck is like, some of the muck is going to be coming up, and it's going to be venting itself through your own mind. It's going to be venting itself into your own awareness, as it purifies, as you drink deeply of that inner fountain of life. Some of the mucky streams are going to be cleared out. The muck on the bottom of the pond and some of those tributaries that have been contributing into the flow of your own holographic projection. You're going to be bringing forth an eminence and a radiance and a glory that's coming forth as you clear the waters of your own beauty. It's going to be such a wonderful thing. Yes, and I've felt quite a few tremors of these fearful things rising up with me the last few days. I've been doing this thing in my mind where I'm saying I want to join with every other part of me. In my own sort of self-identity, my own entity reality, in the stepping down from God's source down to this density, there's many, many me's running around as separate unities that are sort of simultaneously coexisting through all time, through all space-time continuums in space-time locations. I've got many me's that are, experiencing something at this exact moment. And I was asking myself if I could teach myself in those parts of myself to all of us, all of the me's, to be doing this spiritual work so that I could accelerate the expansion of my consciousness into the filling everything everywhere with myself, so that I might do the 1,000, generations that it talks about in the Bible. I'll speak about that a little bit more, there's 1,000 generations, and to me, just quickly, it's talking about when you made a descent from the living matrix down into the density, and you've journeyed back home again, you can replicate yourself in a quantum generation and descend again as a far greater energetic presence in your own entity. And once you've done that a few times, you can generate 1,000 generations, and you can fill everything, everywhere with yourself through the perpetual service to life itself, in your journey, in accumulating a beautiful living memory matrix for your own entity structure as the Christ of God, through which God will work perfectly in all dimensions. And I can talk a bit more about that a bit later on, but that's something that I'm experiencing. And of course, with that request to know all those other selves, a lot of muck is coming up in my own awareness, and I get some tremors in my body. But I'm glad to let it come through, and it burns in the fire of high frequency of reunion. As I'm reunifying my mind, all of those ancient parts and energies and records in time that don't serve me or serve the purpose and the function of God, all of those things are coming through. And I know to trust it now. I know to completely trust it and to let it flow through, and not to focus upon it too much, but just observe that it was something that I had created or allowed to be sown into my fields of awareness. And so, it's something that I'm looking forward to really letting happen in a greater way. And that is to just let that mind come in and know that it's a fully, beautifully, powerfully creative mind that it knows no limit, and it's unbounded, it's loving, it's peace, it's joy, it's abundance. It's everything that is so beautiful, that, you know, is our true identity. And I want to be more powerful in my own expression to help ignite the spark in the hearts of others. You know, something that came to me was, you know, ignite a spark and cast an arc of golden light to bring my beautiful brother remembrance of his true sight, that I might look upon him with the eyes of love and see the angels ascending and descending upon him as a dove. You know, it's a wonderful thing. Anyway, I'm going to sign over you guys because I've got to the end of my time here, but it's been wonderful expressing again and feeling those beautiful parts of myself teaching me something absolutely amazing. So I'm going to hand over the microphone, and I thank you and I bless you. We love you. We love every one of you. So wonderful, beautiful creatures of the living God. We love you so much. And I'll hand over the mic now. Thanks again, you guys. See you next time. Bye.